And then so every year around my birthday, I do something similar. So we take like gloves, toques, socks down to the downtown east side, pay for the people behind us in line. And then, yeah, it kind of turned into the brand Pay It Forward gear, which then turned into the Scatter Kindness cards, which now is called Talk Mental to Me. So I wanted to get more into blogging, more around like getting rid of the stigma around mental health, and also letting people know that you can be at your fucking darkest and still turn it into something positive. And even in those dark moments, like I did not have the capacity to pull myself out. I needed someone to pull me out. And yeah, I mean, it was a couple months ago and I started to like slip again, and I was a self-harmer for years and nobody knew. I hid it very well, and I started dating a new person who's still in my life, which is amazing. I'm like, oh, we made it a year. You're still here. You haven't left yet.
How did you meet? Like, if you're, I mean, I guess you're obviously still going out and doing things.
Yeah. So I actually met them through my neighbor.
No way.
So I met them through my neighbor. I went over there. My neighbor, Tara, phoned me and was like, hey, our buddy's over. It's their birthday. Do you want to come over and have cake? And I'm like, I like cake. Okay, I'll bring it over. So I like threw sweats on, went over, and I sat beside them. And I was like, this person is really cool. And they thought the same thing. But I was like, I had made a deal with myself that day. Like literally, so I had therapy that day. And I was like, I'm not dating anyone. I'm deleting all like the Tinders, the Bumbles. I'm deleting everything. When God has the person for me, they will enter my life somehow. But like, no more online dating, no more apps. I was done because I had some horror stories and some of them were kind of funny. But other than that, I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I met them and I'll never forget that day. And I was like, oh, fuck, he works fast.
That's funny.
And they are very good with mental health and anxiety and depression and learning. So I had to make a promise to him that I wouldn't self-harm anymore. And I was like, I don't think I thought that it would be that hard. I was like, oh, well, I'm feeling great now. Like, life is good. I have a career. I'm doing things. Like, I'm good. And then, of course, you go down like the roller coaster. And now I'm in my low. And he's had to pull me out a few times of the lows. And he's stuck around, which is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's, yeah. I mean, I still have the highs. I still have the lows. I've just learned how over the years of life coach and therapy of what my warning signs are. And I have to have the strength to be like, oh shit, on my days off right now, I work 3 days a week. So on my 2 days off during the week, I need to recharge and I need to stay home and, you know, have a nap in the afternoon and read a book. I love reading. And what I tend to do, and my partner gets so mad, I like create all these things to do on my days off. So like today, there's 17 things for me to do on my day off. When he comes home from work, he'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? No. It gets like, you feel so happy and you're like, oh, I can do it. Like, of course I can go to the mall and get this. And of course I can wrap presents. And of course I can take the dogs out. And of course I can do this. Oh, I'll drop that off. I'll go get groceries. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll cook dinner. You just get into these things. And then all of a sudden you look at your list and you're like, sweet, 17 things I've just planned for today on my day off. That should be my rest day. So I'm not very good at that yet. I'm trying.
Still working on it.
I'm still working on it. But that app might save me, because then I won't have 17 things to do in a day.
You can push them.
I can push them to the weekend if I wanted to. But yeah, I mean, so Talk Mental to me is more of...
Is that your career? Like, what's your career then? Like, I guess, are you making money from these things to pay yourself to work on them more? Or are you working a job and doing these on the side?
So I recently just did a career shift. So I was a physician's assistant at a medical clinic downtown. And I actually just got a new job. Yesterday was my first official day working at the North Shore Disability Resource Center.
Okay.
I was working with people with disabilities, helping them fill out. I don't actually help them with their forms, but I do the admin side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like day one was really good. And I think
That's
it's been
awesome.
a great fit because it aligns with who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like helping people, understanding disabilities, knowing about, I guess, trying to take your disability and turn it into a strength. Because for years, I thought I have a disability. That means I'm weaker than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's the complete
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,